Welcome back, everybody. It's Dr. Brockenshire. Today, I want to talk to you about the latest and greatest in immune technology support. Technology. What kind of technology to use for your immune system? Besides, sleep, rest, good hydration, good exercise, the cleanest diet you can come up with. Right, supplements. So, we've talked a lot about the immune system in the last, 20 months now? And there's a lot of different ways to help your immune system. You're not going to boost your immune system. You're going to support the immune system. If you've been working with me and the team, you know that what we're doing for you is helping create the most robust and resilient immune system, because you never know what's coming around the corner, okay? And one of the secrets to cancer prevention is to keep that immune system sharpshooter getting rid of anybody so they don't sneak by, all right? So we're also interested in cancer prevention, and that's really the holy grail of immune support, not just sniffles and headaches and fevers, but long-term immune support. And we know that from aging research, so the research that's done on why we age, our immune system actually gets lazy over time. So technologically speaking, you need a little blue box. This is the immune charge. Two different ways to do this. We're going to go over this today. But I love the way they're doing immune charge, because in a box of 12 individual doses, right, single bottle, single dose. Crack that open, put it in your mouth, hold it for about 30 seconds, swish it through your gums, and let it absorb into the lymph of your sinuses and your throat. This is technology, okay? Why is it technology? Well, let's take a look at what an immune charge is. So there's two different ways to do immune charge, all right? We can do the individual shots, which I love because they're portable. There's no way you're going to screw up the dosage. And it gives you just the right amount of everything you need. And so this is what we've been doing, working very hard with the lab to get adequate supplies of this stuff. Because as you've noticed, things are getting harder and harder to get. Luckily, we know people. We know the guy that makes these. We have friends around the country that can get these for us. Okay, so each package is giving you 12 individual charges, or what we call shots. I call these immune shots. I mean, these are real shots. These are the shots that work. What we have here is a fully clean technology. So there's no funk, no additives or fillers. It's in a liposome. Okay, a liposome essentially is a choline base, all right, fancy fat, that holds nutrients inside the fat, so you don't have to digest it, all right? When that fat cell touches the membrane in your mouth, it immediately gets delivered. So here's the membrane in your mouth, and you got the fat cell floating around, it sticks, and your delivered nutrition ends up in the lymph tissue. If you don't do a liposome, when you take these vitamins, they have to pass through digestion, they have to go through the liver. A lot of times you lose up to 80% of that supplement. So it's very inefficient. What I like about using liposomes for the upper immune system here is it needs to be absorbed immediately. So what do they do for us? Well, first of all, you need vitamin A. So we've got 7,500 micrograms of vitamin A, which is a decent amount. Okay, that's about as high as you want to go in a single dose. That's going to charge the liver. It's going to protect your cells. It's going to act as an antiviral, so on and so forth. We've got 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, okay, a buffered form of C. Now it's in liposomal form. That's the equivalent of 2 teaspoons of liposomal C. That's a lot. You've got 10,000 IUs of good vitamin D3, which would be the same as 10 sprays of the vitamin D. We've got 1,000 micrograms of vitamin K2. Now you need the K in order to make the D work, because if you just take D by itself, you're asking for trouble down the line. So those ratios are correct. We've got down here the Delta Gold. So for those of you that don't know what Delta Gold is, this is a form of fermented annatto that gives us these vitamin E subfractions. Now we know that the Delta Gold pretty much impacts every system in the body, but what it does is it protects us from hurting ourselves. And if you've been reading or studying anything about viruses, you know that sometimes in the act of fighting a virus, we can actually hurt ourselves through inflammation, blood clots, etc. So the Delta Gold helps protect and prevent against that. If you've been using any of the products called Annatto, like Annatto 300, Annatto GG, Annatto 150, it's the same stuff. So it's already in here. Last but not least is the elderberry. It's not ordinary elderberry, of course not. We don't do anything ordinary. This is the Hochberg German elderberry. This is the gold standard in elderberry. And you're getting about 6,400 milligrams of raw elderberry, which is a lot. Okay, to put it in perspective, that's like a tablespoon of elderberry. All of this squeezed into a liposome gives you 12 milliliters per dose. Woohoo! Okay, now, here's the fun part. Per dose, right? Per dose would be per single shot. Now, if I'm recommending that every student in your house do one of these a day during the school week, or let's say you're going to a Luke Bryan concert at a farm, and you're going to be around a lot of cool people, you want to take one of these with you. If you're going to get on an airplane, take one of these before you get on the airplane. Take one again when you land, okay? Anytime you're going to put your immune system in harm's way, you're going to want to use one of these. You can take it daily, but you shouldn't have to. Teachers, you're front and center. You are in the cesspool of immune goo. I would take one every school day, okay? There's a lot of nutrition in here, but you're going to be using it. Cancer patients should take one a day. Anybody in a very high stress, poorly fed environment needs one a day. If you're going to be working nights, or if you're a truck driver and you are driving all over North America trying to get us our Amazon Prime shipments. Amazon. If you're part of the logistics community, thank you. I feel for you. Use these things to stay healthy. Okay? Now, environmentally speaking, if you've got a family of 4 and you're each using one a day every 5 days, so there's 20 a week. That gets expensive. What I've been able to do is they also make this in a 4-ounce bottle. So get some of the shots, save the containers. Then you can get your 4-ounce bottle and refill them. Save some money, save some plastic, save the poor truckers and the boat drivers and the train drivers and landfills, etc. So that's the whole point behind the Immune Charge, is it makes it simple. In my 22 years of experience, most of us know what to do. The problem is we didn't have what we needed when we needed it, because liquids and capsules and tablets are not always the easiest thing to keep on us when we need it. For example, you get on your red eye back from LA and you land in Detroit at 6 a.m. and you're like, oh, I woke up with a sore throat. Well, if this was in your bag, you could take it right away and you wouldn't have to worry about it. Kids come home from school, runny, snotty, sore throat because they're in a mask all day. That's what this is for. Give it to them then. But you're not going to overdose on anything. It is advisable, if you're going to be using this regularly, that we do check your blood vitamin D levels every 6 months. If you are using this regularly, you don't need to take so much of the other nutrients. So that's what we've brought in. That's why we love it. We're all using it. There's open bottles all over the place. And I hope you enjoy it as much as we do. And we are going to the ends of the country to make sure we can keep it in stock. So enjoy it. If you have any questions about it, ask the front desk, and everybody's equipped to answer, okay?